The entire nation has gone through it, and you deserve to have something to show for it. Hello, beautiful people. It is me, Tasha K with Gotta Stay, and I don't know if you've noticed, but despite all of the Christmas decorations, Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and with that brings Black Friday, Small Business Saturdays, Cyber Monday, and all those spending days. And I want to make sure that you have a plan. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Do me a favor, if you haven't already, you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. I feel like I have to say that because it really does help the algorithm. And I really am trying to grow my YouTube channel because I'm committed to sharing a message of financial literacy and helping people take control of their finances. And I would so appreciate it if you would help me on that mission. All right, so today we're going to talk about 5 things you can do so that you can reclaim the Black Friday holiday and enjoy it without going into debt. So the first thing that, and I'm going to just tell you up front, I don't plan to make any friends with this video. You probably are not going to be like, oh my gosh, I love this video, because it's really going to be calling on you to do things a little bit differently than you have before. But I guarantee you that if you do these things, it is going to help you in the long run. So the first thing that you can do to reclaim Black Friday as your own is to reduce spending all year round. All that year-round spending that you do, cut it down, cut it back. Lessen your spending. Stop buying stuff full price, period. If you can avoid it, don't buy anything full price. And the couponers, they might go a little bit overboard, but they got the right idea. And this is really important for one reason, and that is inflation, right? The more you spend, right, as the cost of goods go up, the more money you spend, the more you are impacted by inflation. The less money you spend, the less you are impacted by inflation. And plus, if you want to avoid being a pawn in a capitalistic game where you're giving your money away to everybody else, right? You're taking the money in your bank account and you're giving it to somebody else for a product or maybe even a service that you don't really need. If you want to avoid that, but you also want to enjoy a little spending every now and then, I always say plan your spending. And plan your spending around the Victoria's Secret sale, around the Bath and Body Works candle sale, around the sales that the small businesses that you support, around those sales that they're having, and plan your spending around the Black Friday sales. So just have a list throughout the year. If you know that there are certain things that you want, make a list and write it down so that when Black Friday comes, then you can buy it. And that's so awesome too, because right, these companies are going to be selling at a deep discount. So what would happen if we all stopped buying stuff year round and only started to buy things when they were at a deep discount? Yes, it would change the nature of how retailers operate, but it will be super beneficial to you. So the very first thing that I want you to do is cut back on your spending all year round. I know you don't like it, but I'm not here to tell you things that you like. I'm here to tell you what's good for you. And what's good for you is to avoid the impact of inflation, eating away at your money, put more of that money in the bank, and focus your spending around sales and deals when you can help it. So that is number 1. Number 2, know the game. So when I was working in corporate America in retail, we would plan for the holiday season, or OND, or Q4 as we call it. We'd plan for this almost the entire year. And it will be extremely beneficial for you if you were to just take a little bit of that planning so that you have a game plan and understand the game that you're in. So what that means is you want to do your research. You want to know the things that are going to be on sale. You want to know the best times to buy. You want to know that Black Friday, Cyber Monday, these aren't the only time to buy. You have Prime Day. You have Labor Day weekend. So you want to make sure that you know the game and make sure that you understand the best time to buy what. If you're going to be a consumer, be a good consumer. Know that when you go into the store, everything is set up to encourage you to spend. And all of those things are not going to be on deeply discounted. They're just going to be convenient. They're just going to be available and encouraging you to spend money. When you're walking down the aisle or you're going to the register, Be mindful of what you're paying attention to. Be mindful of what you're picking up, because the entire experience is orchestrated to get you to spend money. When you're walking toward the register, don't pick up no extra stuff because you don't need it. And these are all high margin items that are going to be making these companies lots of money, and that more than likely you don't need, because if you really needed it, you would have picked it up before you ever stepped foot at the register or near the register. So know the game, understand how this works, have a game plan, and stick to the game plan. Number 3, I already mentioned this a little bit, but make sure that you have a specific list of what you want to buy. Having a list is going to help you be way more intentional. It's going to help you be way more focused, and it's going to help you make sure that you stick to the game plan and don't go into debt for Black Friday, because it's not worth it. You want to be able to walk into the new year with something to show for all of the hard work that you've done this year, and spending all of your money at the end of the year is not going to cut it. So make sure that you don't do that. And for number 4, don't just make a list, but check it twice. When you make your list, I like to say Marie Kondo it. So look at that list that you wrote, right? You wrote down the list, and now go through each item that you got and really see, like, how does that make you feel? Is it something that you really need? Is it something that you really desire? Is it gonna move the needle in your life? If you already have a 47-inch TV and it works perfectly, do you really need that 50-inch TV or the 55-inch TV? If you already have all the clothes that you need, do you really need a new wardrobe? If you already have a working laptop and it's functioning perfectly, do you really need a new laptop, or can you go a little bit longer? Can you use that money more intentionally? I'm not trying to encourage you to forsake the things that you want or that are important to you. But what I am encouraging you to do is to really pay attention to how things make you feel, so that you're not just spending money to be spending it, so that you know that you're not influenced by these outside forces, and that every single purchase that you make, it's something that is important to you, something that is valuable to you, something that is in alignment with who you are and what you want for yourself. And just take a look around your house, take a look inside of your closet, and just like pay attention to all of the things that you have that you didn't even want, that you didn't even need, that you don't even use, right? You probably have all these gadgets in your kitchen, you probably have all these shoes in your closet, you probably have all these clothes that you don't use, that you don't wear, and that it's collecting dust, and that could have been money in your bank account. And then finally, I didn't want to be too obvious, but absolutely set a budget. I know you didn't think that I was going to let you be out here running wild, all willy-nilly, just making any kind of list that you want. No, boo. Set a budget, put a specific dollar amount on it, and say how much you want to spend for the Black Friday season, for Small Business Saturday, for Cyber Monday. How much money are you setting aside for these things? And then make the list inside of the budget. Don't make the budget fit the list. Make the list fit the budget. You have worked hard this year. You have put in blood, sweat, and tears this year. The entire nation has gone through it, and you deserve to have something to show for it. The statistics show that there is a significant portion of the population that go into debt during the holiday season, and it takes them years to actually get out of it. And if your goal is to advance your financial future, to be able to expand your wealth, spending is the antithesis of that. You want to be spending money on assets. You want to be spending money on things that will be putting money into your pocket. And you want to spend a portion of your money on things that just bring you joy, on things that just make you happy. And sometimes that just might be a little bit of spending. So set aside a budget for that and stick to the budget. You also want to be thinking about the holidays, right? So Christmas is coming up. So is it possible for you to set aside a small portion of your budget so that you can get Christmas gifts while they're on sale? There are so many different things that you can do to make sure that you're not going into the debt for the holiday season, to make sure that you are leveraging Black Friday to your advantage, and to make sure that you are really enjoying yourself and being intentional with your spending, because you can absolutely do both at the same time. And I really, really encourage that. So at the beginning of this video, I said that I was going to help you create a Black Friday plan that will ensure that you don't go into debt. And hopefully this video, if you follow these steps, it will allow you to do that. I'm really confident in it. This is how I create my Black Friday plan. I always have a list. I remember I bought my camera on Black Friday. I remember standing in line. I don't even remember. It was still dark outside. I was standing in line to get my camera. But do what you have to do what you enjoy, do what makes you happy, but also make sure that you're paying attention to the future that you want to create for yourself, because that is important. We talked about getting outside of your comfort zone in one of my other videos, and if you want to be able to create that financial future, getting outside of your comfort zone, doing things that you don't want to do. You might want to blow all of your money for Black Friday, but that's not what's going to serve you in the long run. What's going to serve you in the long run is putting that money in the bank, letting that money grow, and not letting other people get rich and wealthy off of your labor. You deserve to be the one who gets rich and wealthy off of your labor, and you deserve to set aside those dollars so that eventually you're not working for money, but your money is working for you. But if you give away all of your money, then you're not gonna have no money to do the work. So I hope that this video was beneficial to you. If you liked it, do me a favor, like it and comment. I want to hear what's one item that you plan on purchasing this Black Friday, this Small Business Saturday, or Cyber Monday. Let me know in the comments, and have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.